What's up, everyone? Welcome to the review MLB Trade Rumors. Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going, everyone out there around the world? July is just about over. The trade deadline is just not even 3 days away. Actually, Saturday. So it's coming real fast and quick. It kind of feels like the deadline already. There's already been a few deals recently. Haren went from the Diamondbacks to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And you know what? Angels of Anaheim recently just got swept. So maybe this deal might not be a good one. In that deal, he went for a few minor leaguers and Joe Saunders, a highly touted pitcher in the Angels franchise. So we'll see. And recently, actually I can break this right now. It's actually been broken the last 24 hours. It looks like Roy Oswalt has approved a deal to the Phillies, waiving his no-trade clause. And it looks like the potential deal has Mr. J.A. Happ, the player that probably the Blue Jays could have got in the Roy Halladay sweepstakes actually last year, but they wouldn't want to trade J.A. Happ, so now they finally trade J.A. Happ to the Houston Astros for Mr. Roy Oswalt. And a few other minor leaguers are in this deal. I don't know the names of these players yet, but it looks like a pretty good deal. One of the players, the information I'm getting here from according to Jason Stark of ESPN, it looks like one of the guys' name is Jonathan Singleton. He's a first baseman. He's one of their minor leaguers, and there's another player in this, he's AA player, Vance Worley. So younger pitchers. So we'll see. These are two good pickups for the Astros. I think one player is going to make the biggest difference is J.A. Happ. The former number one pick. I think J.A. Happ is a very good player, folks. There's no doubt in my mind that the Phillies need to make this move. They've been winning games of late. They've come back, won a few games. Ryan Howard's starting to swing the bat a little bit better now. Their players are starting to get healthy now. Miguel Cairo just recently got back into the lineup. Roy Halladay's had a no-hitter this season. He's been pitching great. Jimmy Moyer's kind of slowing down a little bit, but he's pitched pretty good this year. He's given up a few home runs, but he has a pretty decent ERA at the ripe old age of 46. So, come on. There's not much 46-year-olds out there that can pitch the way Jimmy Moyer pitches, right? So, the way I look at it, y'all, I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Buck Showalter, the former manager of the Texas Rangers, the New York Yankees, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, is officially the new manager of the Baltimore Orioles. Well, the Baltimore Orioles have been struggling ever since they fired the recent manager, Dave Tremblay, and they had to make a big-name signing here. This is a big-name manager. He's managed over the years some of the great teams. He's lost a lot of games. He's won a few games. But Showalter is a genius in the game of baseball. He's managed some great teams. He's managed some bad teams. But, he's one of the greats. And, he's been doing some analyzing at ESPN. Now he goes to the Baltimore Orioles and see if he can turn around this ship with such great young players like Matt Wieters, Nick Markakis, Adam Jones, and some of those great young pitchers they have on that team. So we'll see what happens. The one rumor I got right now cooking with the Baltimore Orioles is Miguel Tejada. The rumor is that the St. Louis Cardinals have some interest in Mr. Tejada. There's a little bit of interest there, but I just read a report recently, just now, that there is no such thing as Tejada going to the St. Louis Cardinals. But I wouldn't be surprised. Give it 24 hours. I think a deal for Tejada to St. Louis is a possibility. St. Louis, if you think about it, they lost yesterday. And actually, they won yesterday. They beat the Mets yesterday. Actually, it was an unbelievable game. They beat up Johan Santana. I got that wrong. It's the day before they won. Lost with Adam Wainwright. So I feel that they're going to probably make a move here. They're still trailing against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's in the head of the division. So if they want to win that division, they're going to have to maybe add another arm. They try to get Dan Haren. Trust me. They try to get Oswalt, but they couldn't get him either. There's maybe one pitcher left, and maybe that's Ted Lilly out of Chicago. The Mets have some interest in Ted Lilly, but you know the New York Mets. I don't know what's wrong with that team. They say they're going to make a trade, and they don't go make the trade. I don't know what Omar Minaya is doing. He's not trying to improve the team. I think this is last year's general manager of the Mets. Unless they make the playoffs, I think he gets fired at the end of the year. Same thing with Manuel, maybe. It's a 2% chance. I think Mr. Wilpon is looking at this team and saying, man, if they don't make the playoffs, I'm going to have to fire everybody and bring in a whole new staff. And I heard one rumor to replace Lou Piniella next season in Chicago is none other than Bobby Valentine. This rumor, I was just checking on TV, and then they were talking about it for a bit. And you know what? I mean, Bobby Valentine's one of the great managers in the history of the game. And when he managed the New York Mets in the 2000 season, he was a funny character. He never gave up. And he got the Subway Series against the Yankees. They almost pulled it out. He's a New York legend, one of the great players of all time when he did play. And the way I look at it, folks, baseball's a funny game. You just never know what's going to happen next. Heck, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know who's going to throw the next no-hitter or whatever. But look at Matt Garza. I just want to say congratulations to Matt Garza. A no-hitter. Amazing. And he was shocked when he threw the no-hitter recently. And I tip my hat to him. A no-hitter is very hard to get in Major League Baseball. But he did it against the Baltimore Orioles. Amazing, eh? Amazing. The thing about Tampa Bay, I mean, they've made some tough trades in the past. They made some good moves as a small market team. And they've got to a World Series. And anything's possible with this team. They lead the wild card. They have a good chance of finishing second in the American League East. A good chance. But the teams you got to really watch out for right now is Detroit. Even though Tampa Bay crushed them in 3 games, sweep, watch out for Detroit. I think after they acquired Johnny Peralta yesterday for Giovanni Soto, a young pitcher in the minor leagues for the AAA franchise, I feel that Detroit Tigers are going to be a team are going to push it down the stretch. You got Johnny Damon, you got Miguel Cabrera, and now Johnny Peralta. Great young pitching, Porcello, Verlander, and even Jeremy Bonderman. This team is going to be for real. Chicago White Sox are hitting the cover off the baseball. Last night I saw Paul Konerko hit an amazing home run. It must have been about 400 feet. It was amazing. Andrew Jones is playing great right now. Rios is hitting an amazing average right now. The pitching, Burley's pitching great. Danks is pitching great. Everyone's on all cylinders. Freddie Garcia has come back to life. This guy's a former Cy Young running-up winner at one time. Could have won it one year, but he didn't. But he did win 18 games one time when he was in Seattle. So, hey, when I look at these guys and the way they're pitching right now, I say, folks, what a game. You just never know. So that's all the news I got right now. But I think in the next 24 hours, you might see Jose Bautista get traded. It's a possibility. It looks like the Phillies have some interest in him. But I still say Colorado. Right now, they're struggling a little bit. They lost last night. So last night. So watch for the Houston Astros. They're going to probably make a few more moves. And watch for the Toronto Blue Jays. They're going to probably trade Scott Downs. It looks like the Red Sox might be getting him. Or the Yankees, one of the two. Watch out for the Phillies. They're always interested. They still need pitching. There's even Brian Talon on that team. The A's could. Actually, some bad news with Ben Sheets. It looks like he could be done for the season. He has another shoulder injury. Sad to see. I'd love to see him go to a contender to win the World Series. He would have been a perfect fit for the San Francisco Giants or even the San Diego Padres. So that's all the news I got right now, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.